What's going on, guys? It's HawkWX, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my rumored 2026 RLCS roster power rankings. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Now let's get into the video. Before we get into the power rankings, guys, I just want to go over this little heads up slide that I have here. It's just about a couple of things that I feel like I should tell you guys about my power rankings before we get into them. Anyway, the first thing, this video will not cover every single rumored roster, just the ones I consider major, which there are 11 of. So this won't be that long of a video. I just wanted to cover the rumored rosters that I think are very important to talk about heading into the RLCS 2026 season. I basically wanted to cover the rosters of all the well-known players and the players that you could be seeing at LANs this season. This won't be anywhere near as long as my NA video that I made talking about all the potential NA rosters, where it was like almost 30 minutes long. And I was going to do an EU version of that video. I actually was going to record that today when I'm recording this one. But there's been so many EU rosters that have been rumored and leaked and stuff that video is just not even possible now, because a lot of rosters are basically confirmed now. So there's almost no players to choose from at this point. And then the second thing, more rosters will definitely be announced after I make this video, but I probably will not make another one of these. Instead, I will plan on waiting for confirmed rosters and eventually making a legitimate global power rankings video and potentially regional power rankings videos as well. So yeah, guys, that's the heads up that I wanted to let you guys know about. Also, guys, before we get into the rankings, the game that is going to be going on that I'm watching, that I have my jersey on for, is Iowa versus Indiana. I don't know if you watch college football. Indiana's number 11. They just destroyed Illinois. This is a big one today. This is a big one today for Iowa. We lost to Iowa State a couple weeks ago. Still can't believe it. Still disgusted by that. This is a chance for us to turn things around. Hopefully, I'm probably not going to be able to get this edited by the time the game, because I'm going to watch the game. I probably won't edit this until after the game. Hopefully, I can put that the score was like Iowa winning or something in the video. If Iowa loses, I'm going to be mad. Anyway, guys, the first roster, number 11, Catalysm, Kevin, and Sphinx. This will be the best team in APAC. There's no question about it. Sphinx is the best player in APAC. Kevin is probably one of the best, if not the second best players in APAC. And then Catalysm is extremely good. We saw that this season. And this team actually did, well, Catalysm and Sphinx did pretty good at LANs this past season. So they're going to be making LANs. They're going to make every major out of APAC. I think it's guaranteed. Taking the Virtus Pro duo of Catalysm and Sphinx and adding one of the best players out of APAC, regional potential, major lock, they will make the majors out of APAC. That just is what it is. International potential, top 9th to 12th is possible. If they peak, they can do it, because last season they were able to do it. I think, and they did have Sosa, which I think Sosa is probably, no hate to Kevin, but he's probably significantly better than Kevin. Yeah, I think that if this team peaks, they can make top 9 to 12 at a major. It's possible. I don't think it's like gonna happen, but it's actually, I think if they peaked, it's possible. Who knows? Crazy brackets can happen. Who knows? All right, guys, now we have Atomic, Raziers, and Tox. My main reasoning for this one, Atomic is going to be one of the most underrated players in RLCS this season. I felt like he was really underrated on Twisted Minds. He is a very good player. Raziers and Tox are both very solid players. This team should be consistent. Atomic and Tox have teamed before with Stizzy back on Magnifico. That team was pretty dangerous. I don't know if you guys remember that Magnifico team, but I'm pretty sure they either finished 5th overall in EU or 5th in a regional. I don't remember which one it was, but they actually were a dangerous team. And Atomic and Tox were a good duo on that team. So I expect adding Raziers to that old duo, I guess, I think they're going to do pretty good things. And then regional potential, major is not impossible. International potential, top 9th to 12th, only if they were to make LANs. I say if because obviously EU sends 4 teams. There's probably going to be 4 very good teams in EU as per usual. So it's going to be really hard for this team to make majors, even though they're obviously better than that APAC team that I just talked about, Catalysm, Sphinx, and Kevin. But obviously because EU is so much more competitive than APAC, this team probably won't make LANs. But if they were to make LANs, I'd expect them probably to do top 9th to 12th, maybe top 8. But I think that would be probably a little bit of a stretch these days. But anyway, number 9, Lost, Swift, and Yan. This is going to surprise you guys. This is the rumored Furia, by the way. Swift is expected to replace, it might be confirmed actually, I'm not 100% sure, but Swift is rumored to replace Drafinho on this team. But anyway, my main reasoning, very talented on paper, but my belief in Yan and Lost took a huge hit after this past RLCS season. I wasn't impressed by Fury at all. After Birmingham, that team completely just went downhill more and more and more and more, and then Worlds came and they decided they just weren't even going to show up at all. And then Swift might be the best player on this roster. I do think that. I think that Secret completely overtook Furia as the best team in SAM, at least internationally. I don't know how they do head-to-head, but internationally, Team Secret finished being the best team from SAM. In my opinion, Swift is the best player on this roster. Might be. I'll use the word might. Not 100% sure. Yan obviously is Yan. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with Yan and Lost. But right now, I think that Swift is probably the best player on this roster. If Yan and Lost find the form we know they can have, they will be an elite team in the world. Regional potential, major lock, international potential, top 6 is possible. By the way, this top 6 is possible is going to be a little bit higher than a couple of the rosters I have in front of them, but that's because it's Furia. I expect them to consistently, this season, like go out 9th to 12th or make top 8 or something like that. But for some reason, Furia has like the ability to peak and make like a top 6 or a top 4 or something, so they have top 6 as possible. But I think the teams that I have in front of them, if they played Furia, would probably beat them. This is more of Furia somehow gets a bracket where they end up making top 6, because that just somehow always happens. I am not, until Furia shows me something that makes me think that they're a better team than where I have them right here, they're going to stay here. I don't have a lot of faith in Furia right now, at least not after what they've shown me. I believe in the players. I think they're all extremely good, but I have to base off a current form, and I don't know that I can rely on Swift coming and joining them and just immediately making them this very, very good team. We'll see though. All right, number 8, we have CRR, Joreuz, and Oaly. I think that if CRR, Joreuz, and Oaly, also, I don't know if it's Joreuz, Joreuz, I don't know how people say, I've always said Joreuz, so that's what you guys are going to hear. But CRR, Joreuz, and Oaly, I do think if they played Fury head-to-head, they'd beat Fury. I think they'd be more structured. I think they'd play the game better. I don't know if that's... Furia, insane mechanics. Structure, they struggle with, I feel like. And I think CRR, Joreuz, and Oaly would be too structured for him, so I have them in front. But anyway, I believe this team will be very good. Oaly proved how good he can be last season. Joreuz is great, and CRR is incredibly consistent and underrated. Regional potential, major contenders. International potential, top 8. So you guys see what I was saying. I have them at top 8, not as high as what I think Furia's peak can be, because I don't think their peak is as high as Furia's can be. But I think if they played Furia, or just in general, I think they'll be a more consistent team than Furia and more structured. So they'd probably beat Furia if they played them head-to-head. I don't know if that's making any sense, guys, but yeah, that's how I see it. Number 7, we have Matzer, Rodosen, and Eugen. This was a roster that got announced just yesterday from the time that I'm recording this video. So this is an interesting one. I actually wasn't expecting this. I was expecting Rodosen and actually I was expecting Nass, Oski, and Eugen. I wasn't expecting Rodosen and Eugen in any way. And I wasn't expecting Matzer either. I don't know. This was a kind of a surprising roster to me, but I think it's actually gonna probably be a good one. But anyway, Matzer and Eugen are next up in France, which is all you need to know. If you have up-and-comers in France, they're gonna be good players. It's just, French teams are always good. It's just the way it is. Rodosen proved everyone doubting him wrong and showed that he deserves to make land still. I think Rodosen would enable Eugen and Matzer incredibly well. Regional potential, major contenders, international potential, top 8. Now at number 6, we have Archie, Nass, and Oski. This is the rumored Gentlemates roster. This team actually, I think, is going to be probably very good. You look at the 3 players on this roster and know they can be great. NIP had lots of consistency issues last season. They did well during LCQ and Worlds, but how much of that was thanks to Rodosen? That is why I have them at number 6, guys. You're probably like, no way you have 5 rosters in front of this team right now. But I do, and it's mainly because I just don't know about Nass and Oski. I know they looked good at Worlds. I know they looked good at the LCQ. I can't see one thing, like one little part of the season and be like, yep, they're going to go in next season and they're just going to destroy everybody. That's why I rate teams like NRG, like Falcons, like the Carmine players, like the Vitality players so high, because they are consistent across whole entire seasons. Nass and Oski didn't make 2 majors at all, and then they went to the LCQ, they went to Worlds, and then they did well, but they also had Rodosen. Rodosen, I have seen him be consistent with lands. I've seen him be consistent at Worlds, so I don't know. What are we going to see from Nass and Oski? I don't know. It's just going to depend. I think the Oski is very good. I think the Archie is very good, and they're extremely consistent. To me, it's more about Nass, honestly. I just don't know what we're going to get in terms of consistency out of Nass. He's an extremely good player. He's always going to play well, but is it going to be well enough to make them play to the standard that we should see them play at? I don't know. But anyway, they can beat anyone on their day. High firepower team, regional potential, major contenders, international potential, top 6 is possible. All right, now at number 5, it might surprise you guys that I have them in front of the Archie, Oski, and Nass team, but I do think this team is better. I really do. Anyway, Chronic Diaz reveal. This is the rumored Space Station Gaming. I think it actually might be confirmed. I'm not sure, but it's definitely at least rumored very strongly. It's gonna happen, guys. You're gonna see Space Station sign these guys. Anyway, all 3 players are ridiculously talented. Chronic is now a veteran, Reveal is now proven, and Diaz has all the potential in the world. If this team can put it together, they'll be one of the best teams in the entire world. Regional potential, major lock, international potential, top 4 is possible. You just have so much experience with Chronic there. You have Reveal, who's proven now. You have Diaz, who's been to lands, who has been trying to find his own, and I think he's going to do it this season. And I think when you pair these 3 extremely good players, mechanically, offensively, defensively, and you put them all on the same team, they're just going to be, it is what it is. They're going to be one of the best teams in the world. But anyway. Number 4, Exotic, Stizzy, and Zen. This is the rumored Vitality. It might be confirmed too. Again, guys, I don't know if some of these are confirmed or not. Also, this slide looks slightly like a greenish color almost to me right now. It looked yellow when I made the slideshow. It looks more yellow on my computer screen that I'm recording from. It looks more green on my monitor. Don't know what you guys are going to see, but anyway. Exotic, Stizzy, and Zen. I believe Exotic is being underrated. Stizzy... I believe Exotic being underrated. Why do letters go missing, guys, when I present these? I'm not even kidding, but anyway. Stizzy proved himself last season, and we know who Zen is. Which, obviously, by saying we know who Zen is, he is, arguably the best player in the world, if not the best player in the world. We know what we're going to get from him. This team should be able to beat anyone on their day. Some concerned about how Stizzy and Zen will play with each other. I don't know. I think Stizzy is really good, especially after playing with Appjack and Joreuz. I think he's going to know how to enable players, and he's going to be more team-oriented. I think Zen can do those same things, but it's more of just a concern of if Stizzy was to start trying to play hero ball like Zen sometimes will, if they'd kind of butt heads, I guess, and that would potentially hurt them. But I think they'll figure it out and they'll probably be good. But anyway, regional potential, major lock, international potential, top 4 is possible. All right, guys, this next one is going to surprise you, but I think it is what it is. 3, we have Atow, Juicy, and Vatira. This might surprise you guys, but I think that losing Drawley is that big of a deal. And I think that Juicy, while he is an extremely good player, I just don't know. Like, I can't see the season Juicy had last season and be like, yep, he's going to go in, replace Drawley, and Carmine is going to be in the same exact spot they were last season. So here you have them. But anyway, main reasoning. People are going to get mad at me for this, but I think losing Drawley is more impactful than most people think, even though everyone knows it's a big deal. I'm glad that I speak English and can't read French at all, because if any French viewers see this video, they're going to say things to me and I'll never know what they said. But anyway, Juicy is very good, but he is not Drawley. This team is absolutely insane regardless. They can be anyone. Regional potential, major lock, and then international potential, 1st to 4th is possible. Also, why is there a period in front of international? I don't know what happens to these slides, guys, but anyway, I could see this team winning a major or a LAN. I could see this team going out 4th. I wouldn't expect them to go out worse than, like, I don't know, top 6 or top 8 or something like that, but I would say 1st to 4th is like what they could do. But anyway, number 2, we have Firstkiller, Kofyr, and LJ. I know this might surprise you guys that I have them over Carmine, but I do think that losing Drawley is that big of a deal, and I think that the old Ultimates, who could beat Carmine last season when they would play him in, never for some reason in the playoffs, but they could beat him just in the group play stuff, or the bracket, whatever you want to call it. I think you replace Chronic and you add Kofyr. I do actually think I think it's an upgrade, which is insane to say because I think that Chronic is like top 6 or top 5 maybe in NA, something like that. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's just off the top of my head. He's definitely one of the top players in NA though, but I do think Kofyr's an upgrade, at least for this particular roster, especially just the way he would play with Firstkiller and LJ in my head at least. So because I basically see that, to me, Carmine downgraded and Ultimates upgraded and Ultimates could already beat Carmine, I do have this Firstkiller, Kofyr, and LJ team ahead of Carmine for now. Obviously, it could be wrong. Maybe they'll crumble, but this is just how I see things right now on paper. But anyway, main reasoning. In my opinion, literally just upgrading the Ultimates roster says a lot because Chronic is extremely good and so is that team. I think Kofyr has a high chance of being in the same conversations with Daniel, Beast Mode, Firstkiller, and Atomic as being the best in NA. The firepower on this team is ridiculous. They can do literally everything. Regional potential, major lock, international potential, 1st to 4th is possible. If this team won events, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't really know exactly how consistent this roster will be. Basically, guys, I just see this roster right here. Oh yeah, this is rumored Shopify, by the way. I just see this rumored Shopify, and also this was rumored K-Corp. I don't know if I said that. Surely I said that. I obviously saw the logo, but anyway. This is, and that could be confirmed actually. I don't honestly know. But this just got confirmed, by the way. This is actually confirmed Shopify. Literally, like 10 minutes before I started recording this, it got confirmed. So this is like a real thing. This is actually Shopify now. And their coach is Violent Panda. It was going to be Sad Jr., I think is what the rumor was, but it's going to be Violent Panda, so that's pretty hype. Or maybe Sad Jr. was going to be the coach. I don't remember, actually, at this point. But I know for sure that it's Firstkiller, Kofyr, and LJ is Shopify and Rebellion heading into this season, and Violent Panda is going to be their coach, which he had Dignitas looking extremely good. I actually think that this roster with Violent Panda coaching could be deadly. Like, this team is going to be insane, I think. I really do. But yeah, guys, essentially, I see this roster as an upgrade to last season's Ultimates. So how would I not have them like this high? I don't know. All right, guys, now moving on to number 1, we have Drawley, Kaliers, and Ruwas on the rumored or confirmed, not sure what it is, Team Falcons. This is going to happen, and this needs no explanation. You take one of the best rosters in the world, literally just got 2nd at Worlds, and you add Drawley, who is arguably the best player in the world, to 2 of the highest, I think maybe the highest firepower duo in the world, at least at times. This is arguably already the best roster in the world. I think the NRG is going to be up there for sure. I think you have other teams that are going to be up there, like that we know already are going to be, like even that Firstkiller, Kofyr, and LJ team. There's teams that you know are going to be extremely good. Same with Carmine, Vitality, they'll be up there too. But this team right here, on paper, what do you do against them? I don't know. They seriously might already be the arguable number 1 roster heading into next season. For now, I think NRG is still number 1 in the world. They just won Worlds. They just handled Falcons at Worlds. I think they're still number 1 in the world for now, but I think that this roster right here is arguable number 1, right there with like NRG and anyone else you want to throw up there in the top. But I do think that this roster on paper might be the strongest looking in the world. But anyway, let's look back at the main reasoning. This needs no explanation. Might be the current favorite to win Worlds next season. Definitely one of the favorites already. Add Drawley, who may be the best player in the world, to a Falcons roster who got 2nd at Worlds and 1 in Birmingham. Infinite firepower. Why does it say infinite? It just adds letters. It takes away words. It takes away letters. It does what it wants to. I can't control these slides. Anyway, infinite firepower, can do everything. Regional potential, major lock, international potential, 1st to 4th expected. You see that expected there in all caps? You notice here I have 1st to 4th is possible, 1st to 4th is possible, top 4 is possible, top 4 is possible, stuff like that. I expect this roster to not place worse than 4th place this entire season. I don't think it's crazy to say that. It's Drawley, Clears, and Ruwas. Falcons basically did that last season with TRK. And TRK is insane. You take Drawley, though, and you add him. The fact that it's an upgrade to a team that just got 2nd at Worlds, and who was arguably the best team throughout the season, I just can't see this roster possibly finishing worse than 4th at any event this season. It could happen. Crazy things happen, but I don't see it happening. So I have 1st to 4th as expected. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my RLCS 2026 rumored roster power rankings. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments where you would rank these teams, if you agree with my rankings, if you'd add any rosters, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Also, guys, again, I am up at college, so there's a chance that I might not make a video for a little while. I'm going to try to be pretty consistent if I can be, but I have no idea. There could be random times where I don't upload for like a couple weeks, 3 weeks, a month. There could be times where I upload for like a week at a time. Who knows? I have no idea. Literally no idea. So if I don't make another video for a little while, I hope you guys do well until then, and I hope you guys have been doing well. And if I see you guys in like a week or something, I see you guys in like a week. But no matter what, no matter when I see you guys, I just hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend too, if you're watching this on the weekend when it comes out. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.